Hello, dear Capricorn. How are you? Welcome, welcome, Capri, to your love reading. Let's first do a reading for single Capricorns, Capricorns who don't have a partner. Let's see how the energy looks at this moment. Then we'll do a reading for Capricorns who are in a relationship. All right. Love reading, single Capricorns. Single Capricorns. Let's see. This starts with the Five of Swords. We have the Moon. We have the Hanged Man. Pay attention to that sequence. Three of Cups, the Fool, the Six of Swords, the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. And here we have the bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles. Well, Capri, I feel like you're at a point where you're laying the groundwork, right? Getting ready for something, getting ready here for a beginning, but it's not going to be just any beginning, okay? I feel like this is the beginning of something solid. But first, you have to clear something out. You have to let something go. You have a background energy of building here. I feel like this could mean that you are at a moment of learning from experiences in your past. It also has to do with relationships that develop over time. The possibility of meeting people in your work environment or with whom you share some kind of interest, right? People who cooperate with you. So I feel like this energy is kind of telling you that it's not a time to improvise, but rather a time to build something that truly has a future for you. It's like the energy is moving toward mature and not impulsive relationships. If we start here at the beginning of your reading, there's a lot of introspection. You can see it, right? It's like there are mental or emotional wounds that might still be present. And this could be because of heartbreaks, conflicts from the past. They could be conversations that left marks on your life and that emotionally drained you. Then we have here an energy that deepens this feeling a little, right? And sometimes this brings what? Doubts, confusion, fears, insecurity, things that aren't very clear. Things that maybe right now you're sensing, yes, in an intuitive way, perceiving intuitively, right? Like, I can't quite name it, but I can kind of feel it. Now, how does this situation end? With a pause. This is a reflection. This is, let's see, Capri, before moving forward, you need to understand something. So what this sequence is showing you a bit is that I feel like right now you're letting go of old narratives about love and relationships. If we go to your central area, here the energy, notice that it changes and it changes quickly because here openness starts to appear. Like a Capricorn who starts to socialize, who starts to open up, who also starts to reconnect with friends, who starts, yes, to go out much more, to say, well, I'm going to give myself the chance to meet people, right? It's a very positive energy for single people who want to meet someone, right? Also, finding this person in a social or festive environment at a birthday party, right? It could also happen through a friend. Now here we have a central energy of what? Of rebirth. It's an energy that tells us about a Capri who is starting over, who has already let go. Their emotional burden opens up to a different experience, right? They regain that spontaneity. It's like a Capri who is learning to trust in their life again. A transitional energy follows, right? It's like they're in a moment where they're moving away from a difficult stage. It sees you there as if you're starting to move into calmer waters. And there's like a change of mindset. So it seems to me that Capri right now, you're starting to regain your confidence again. You're starting to enjoy things again, and you're leaving behind a complex emotional stage in your life. If we go to the last part, what I see here is a lot of clarity. Because what I see here is maturity. I also see intelligence and also a Capricorn who now makes better choices, who stops idealizing, who sees people as they really are. I feel like you're also getting back your shine, your natural charm, your charisma, your power of attraction too. Okay? This is like a great personal strength that you're going to start radiating. And we close this part with this new real opportunity that appears, right? And this could be a solid beginning, right? The possibility also of building something stable in your life or a connection that really has growth potential for you. This isn't fantasy here. This is real. Okay, so there's clarity here, there's attraction, and there's opportunity here. So I feel in general, Capricorn, that you are first in a process of mental liberation, like coming out of confusion, coming out of wounds, right? I see a lot of understanding at this moment. Then comes movement, right? Like I come back to life, I open up again, I trust again, I meet new people, right? I regain my enthusiasm. And then the opportunity comes because there's a real possibility, okay? I mean, I feel like you'll be able to build something really solid at this moment. You just have to open up. Okay, come on. Let's see. The second group of Capricorns in a relationship. Capricorns who are married, Capricorns who are living together, Capricorns who are dating. Let's see what the outlook is. This is your love reading. Capricorns in a relationship. Let's go. You start here with a Five of Swords. We have the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands. We have the Two of Wands, the Fool. Wow, it comes up. Again here. The Moon, the Page of Cups, the Two of Cups, and we have Strength. Under the deck here, we have the Emperor. Well, Capri, let's start with your underlying energy, shall we? Because it really speaks to that need to set clear boundaries in the relationship, right? Of issues that have to do with emotional responsibility and also building something long term, right? I feel like maybe right now you're asking yourself if the relationship you currently have has a solid foundation for the future, okay? It's about consolidating things, about building something serious with the other person. But if we start to analyze the beginning of this reading, right? What we see first is that if it starts from an energy where there are some differences of opinion, differences in judgment, there can be an exchange of words, arguments, sometimes a need to be right. And they can be words or messages that leave a mark or a wound, right? Sometimes this wears you down, disagreements wear you down. I mean, it's not really a crisis, but these are differences you're having with the other person. Now, this is where clarity comes in, right? The need for clarity, right? This is about wanting to have that serious conversation, right? Let's speak the truth. Let's be honest. And also, it's about making a decision. It's like half measures don't work for me anymore. I need us to speak clearly, for us to be clear with each other. Now, you end there with an energy that's more about your own confidence, about independence, right? With the magnetism of, hey, I know what I want in the relationship. So I feel that after disagreements that might happen, the relationship you have needs a very mature and very honest conversations so you can regain trust and enthusiasm. If we go to the second line, the center, right? There are two things, because there's like a desire to move forward, but there's also fear of the unknown, of what's coming. Why? Because you are starting here with an energy of evaluating the possibilities, deciding the direction of the relationship, looking a bit toward the future, right? We're looking at where the relationship is going, okay? Then we have here an energy of opening up to new experiences, right? Of also letting go a bit of what has to do with control or dynamics to recover a bit of the spontaneity in the relationship, but it can also create a lot of uncertainty with what we have here. There's something new between us. but it's making me feel something that I still don't quite understand. And doubts appear here, right? Confusion, sometimes hidden fears, and insecurities. And it could be that there are still feelings or emotions that aren't being fully expressed. So it seems to me that either both of you in the relationship or you are thinking about wanting to move forward towards something new in the connection, but you're not completely sure how to do it. Okay? If we go to the end of your reading, it's something very positive because here we have the affectionate messages, those romantic gestures, right? Tenderness too. It feels like the heart is opening up again. Here we have the union. This is also the reconnection with the other person, the reciprocity. I feel that here the bond from what we see here has an emotional foundation and it's real. And I feel that this ending is excellent because it tells us a lot about the patience one has in the relationship, right? The ability as well and the strength to overcome obstacles, right? And also to control your impulses, not to get angry just for the sake of it, okay? It's like conscious love. So what I think is that when the heart is expressed sincerely here, the connection gets stronger and overcomes any kind of difficulty. So it seems to me that you, Capri, are at different stages right now. I see that there are still conversations pending between the couple, things that need to be talked about. There are indeed doubts, maybe some misinterpretation of messages or certain things that honestly need clarity, or put them out on the table. Okay? I feel like the relationship itself is looking for a new way to work. Like there's a desire, to grow. But there's also a desire to maintain stability. Okay, it is true that there is still this genuine love, that there is a willingness to get closer to each other, to heal any differences, and that there is emotional strength in the relationship. So I feel that, let's see, Capri, you might be going through a moment where, yes, there are things that need to be discussed with maturity. There may be different visions for the future for each of you. That's why they need to be talked about at this moment. Okay? So the potential that this bond has is incredible. This is a time for you to strengthen your trust in each other and also build a much stronger relationship. Go through those uncomfortable conversations. Yes, there may be moments of uncertainty, but I feel that love, and here there is the will, are much stronger than all of this, stronger than the fears that exist, okay? It's not that love is being tested right now, but I feel that what is being tested is what both of you want for your future, right? It's about the way both of you build that future. That's why we need to talk and be clear with each other. Dear Capricorn, this has been the love reading for Capricorns in a relationship. Have a wonderful day, everyone, and I'll see you here next time.